Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Scorpio full moon tarot reading. The Scorpio full moon is on May 6th, 7th, just depending on where you live in the world. And this is a powerful full moon. As with all full moons, there is going to be a personal manifestation that unfolds in your life. And for some of you, this could be attached to something that was going on last October, November, and it's the completion of it, the manifestation of it now. For others of you, this will be attached to other time frames, but there is a manifestation. And now why I'm doing a video for everybody instead of individual signs is because we're about to go into retrograde season and eclipse season. And so the messages are going to be very similar for everybody. So I'm just going to do one video so you can get the gist of the energy that you're working with, because this Scorpio full moon is opening the door for retrograde season and eclipse season. It starts in May, goes through June and July. So May through July, things are really going to start shaking up and changing. And Scorpio being 8th house energy, there is powerful endings for some of you, great purges taking place, and it's like the space is being cleared for new energy. And with retrograde season coming in, a lot of unfinished business of the past, blessings of the past, karma balancing, and this Scorpio full moon is opening the doorway to all of this. So let's get right in and see what is manifesting. And I'm going to pull multiple cards just so I can get more messages, since this is general for everybody. So one or two or all of these things may be manifesting for you. So let's take a look. Focus on goals. So yes, a manifestation for everybody, something you've been working on. It could be from the last 6 months, the last year, maybe some of you not that long ago, but everybody is receiving a manifestation with this Scorpio full moon. And now we have speak up. Ooh, truths coming to light, confessions, illumination, and part of retrograde season and eclipse season is that energy of enlightenment and conversations taking place, unfinished business finally coming back around, closure, long overdue conversations, missing information finally coming into play. So confessions, truths, secrets, all sorts of things coming into light. And some of you need to finally step up and speak your truth and say what you've got to say for the peace of your own heart and mind. And now, nice. This is that Jupiter retrograde energy attached to this Scorpio full moon with the lucky streak coming through. A lot of positive blessing and positive return of energy and karma. You matter. So also with this Scorpio full moon, it's opening the door to you coming into a deeper realization about who you are, what you are, your divinity, your self-worth, and putting boundaries in place, not wanting to go through the same old anymore, where you are not honored, appreciated, valued. You're coming much more into center and alignment with yourself, with your soul. And lastly, look at that prosperity. So more blessings and positive karma return. You've got that ×2. Well, actually ×3, because we do have a manifestation. No negative energies have unfolded, okay? Scorpio energy can be very intense, and it's not coming through as that sort of energy. It's really opening the door, and there's a positive manifestation coming through. Right here, something you've been hoping for, working towards, finally fruition. It's happening. Long overdue conversations, or you finally feeling like you have the space to say what you need to say. A lot of positive things now coming into play for you, where you feel you've been given a bad hand, the short end of the stick, not appreciated, not valued. That energy is shifting. So let's pull some tarot. And I will be putting a separate reading out for retrograde season, because holy, woo, it's going to be intense, as well as eclipse season. And so May, June, July are the game changer months for everybody. A lot of things are going to shift. A lot of things are going to be exposed, not just in personal lives, but, you know, worldwide, just at large. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yes, manifestation, something that is very near and dear to your heart with this focus on goals. And now we have this Two of Pentacles, where there's been hesitation. Should I say? Should I speak up? No longer, no more. And also other information coming to light for you about others, or others speaking a truth, secrets, confessions to you. Next, under Lucky Streak, nice. This would be the Fool in a standard tarot deck, and this is letting you know there is new beginning, there is new energy that's opening up to you with this Scorpio full moon. And now we have the Eight of Wands coming out under You Matter. So there is a shift taking place in your consciousness, in your heart space, and there's certain relationships and situations that you're not going to want to entertain. And also, some of you that have walked away from more toxic or negative connections, you may receive information about these people, or you may finally receive an apology and some accountability and ownership for their behavior and their actions. Or if you, this is a general reading, there are things in your heart that you're feeling convicted about, where you're like, you know what, I really need to speak up, step up, take ownership and accountability for myself. You'll be doing that, and it will be a very natural, organic thing, and it just frees you. Your burden feels much lifted. You feel lighter. Even if you have things to say that aren't comfortable or won't be well received, by speaking them, it frees you. It truly does. And last, under prosperity, we have the Wheel of Fortune, a big shift, a plot twist, your favors coming. And the Scorpio full moon is on the 6th or 7th of May, just depending on where you live in the world. And remember, this is just opening the door. These things are starting to manifest, but this Wheel of Fortune, this big turn of events for you, I feel is playing out through June, July, because that's when we really get deep into retrograde season, and then the eclipses start happening. And we have 3 eclipses in between June 5th and July 5th. Okay, so that's powerful energy. Those are the game changers, where things shift in and things shift out. This Scorpio full moon opening the door for all that energy, all that change to take place in your life. And now here you are receiving a manifestation of something you've been working on. Really time to speak up, speak your truth, or receive long overdue messages and information. And you're moving into a time of prosperity. There's a lot of positive energy that comes to each and every one of us with this Scorpio full moon. And there, you know, the phoenix rising from the ashes, there's definitely an element of this taking place for some of you. So let's clarify these further. Four of Swords. So your mind, your heart, coming into a place of ease. You're coming into a deep healing through this manifestation. It really makes you happy. It brings a lot of joy back into your life and relaxes your energy quite a bit. And that could be mentally, that could be emotionally. You know, if you've been experiencing a lot of anxiety, worried about things, how they're going to shake out for you, this Scorpio full moon is going to bring forth some lovely energies for you guys. Next out is the Two of Swords, and that comes out under the Two of Pentacles. So where we've been blocked, where we could not speak up, where we could not say our truth, or things were being blocked from coming into us, that's finally dissolving. Now we have the Ten of Swords. This comes out under Lucky Streak and the Fool. So those of you that have really been in heavy energy, you are at the end of that. This Scorpio full moon is like you are the phoenix rising from the ashes, and you're moving into much more prosperous energy, and it's like long lasting. It's a streak. It's not just like one positive thing comes in for you. It's multiple things finally falling into place. Now we have the Nine of Cups under the Eight of Wands, and you matter. You want some wishes to come true. It's almost like you're asking Spirit, asking the angels, I need proof of you know, my importance, that I am special, that I do deserve, that I am worthy of forgiving myself for mistakes of the past, you know, and that I don't deserve to be treated in certain ways that I've been treated. You're asking for a sign. And now with the Scorpio full moon, it's going to manifest for you. And full moon energy usually goes from full moon to full moon. So Scorpio full moon around the, you know, 6th, 7th of May, opening the door. And then the next full moon is Sagittarius full moon, and that's an eclipse. And that's, let me see, I believe, yeah, that is on the 5th of June, and that's a lunar eclipse. And this is part of a major manifestation, all right? And with the eclipse energy, it can be connected to so many different areas of your life. So from May 6th, 7th to, you know, June 5th, there is a lot of things manifesting for you. And it's what you've been asking for. Like, you're getting validated, you're receiving confirmations. Pay attention to every single detail, all right? And now, nice, nice, nice. 10 of Pentacles coming out under Wheel of Fortune and prosperity, financial shifts and changes for some of you in a very, very positive way. What's owed to you is coming to you. What has been taken from you or denied you is going to return to you now in a new form. Energy is going to shift for you big time over the course of the next month. And then keep in mind, you move into retrograde in the eclipse season, which really goes to the end of July. And Scorpio full moon is the door that opens that journey. And there's a lot of beautiful blessings at the beginning of this for you. So I love it. Okay, let's pull some lessons that you've been working on and you're going to overcome, that's attached to this manifestation that's coming forth. We have Jupiter and Cancer, a speculation. So a lot of clarity and insight is going to come to you. You've been working on growing your intuition, and that's really hard. It's hard to trust your intuition over your logic of your mind, especially when the evidence externally seems to support what your mind's saying and not what your intuition is trying to tell you to do. A lot of things you've been questioning, wondering about, you are about to be validated, and you've been in this process of working on your intuition. So a lot of the life lessons you've been going through, that's what it's been around and curtailed to. And this Scorpio full moon is a bit of a completion of this cycle for many of you, and that's again why we're moving into this beautiful lucky streak of prosperity. So really trust yourself and what you feel and the way the universe communicates with you. Next is Jupiter in Scorpio, manipulation. Yep, see, look at that. You got two Jupiter energies. Jupiter is going retrograde on the 14th of May and will not be direct until September 12th. This is a huge karmic balance. And with two Jupiter energies coming through, first in Cancer and now in Scorpio, that's water energy, okay? That's your intuition, that's your emotional body, and you've been doing a lot of work there, and so you are going to receive a lot of rewards. And, you know, this being Jupiter in Scorpio, this is the Scorpio full moon, so major rewards coming in for you with this full moon. And you've been doing a lot of work growing that emotional body, maturing it, evolving it, as well as expanding and growing into your own intuition much more. And it's been a bumpy ride. I see that with the Ten of Swords here. But two water energies, there's no mistake. You've been really evolving at the soul. And now you're going to start getting very validated for different things you thought and felt, and where you've really been holding back, you're finally going to step forward and speak your truth and say what has to be said, and nobody's going to manipulate you emotionally or leave you questioning, leave you in limbo. You're going to become too wise, especially by the end of July, after all of these energies finally start settling down. You're just too wise to be fooled again. All right, let's see what's next. The moon in Pisces, empathy. All right, so you've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is coming through as moon, which is super emotional. And look at that, we have empathy coming through. Wow. I'll say it again. Yeah, wow. Everybody has been doing a lot of evolution in the emotional body and the spiritual body because, you know, we are shedding the Piscean age and really coming into the Aquarian age. And by the end of 2020, energies and light codes, it's going to be a lot different than when we came into 2020 because of that shift of Saturn into Aquarius. And that's all playing out throughout this year because Saturn is also retrograde. And for many of you, this is an awakening to your spiritual gift, to your connection to the universe, to spirit, which has been very hindered through the Piscean age, which was truly a dark age of oppression and a deep, like humanity falling into a very deep, deep sleep. And now, you know, as the energies of the Aquarian age become ever stronger with each passing day, everybody is awakening to their self, to their divinity. And I see that just so beautifully in this reading for this Scorpio full moon. Scorpio, water energy, deep depth, the darkest part, the shadow, facing the shadow within, conquering, overcoming, being your own ruin and demise, but rising and having a come up, a comeback stronger than ever before. And that's what's attached to this Scorpio full moon. And there's manifestation. We see it in the tarot. And finally, all this experience is manifesting and evolving into wisdom, which causes you to make different choices moving forward. And where certain people were able to manipulate you emotionally due to your emotional connection to them, or guilt, remorse, empathy, whatever it was, that's no longer going to factor. You're becoming very, very strong, and you're evolving here in the emotional body and the spiritual body. And you've been at this for quite some time, and this is just the beginning. You're just walking through the door with the Scorpio full moon. There is so much more to come. So let's dig more into all these manifestations. All right, so look at that. We have Spirit with the owl coming out. Next, we have Cleansing, the vulture. Beautiful rune to explain the Scorpio energy as well. The endings, the purge, which creates the space for this new energy. And after all of these lessons and evolving beyond this, there are relationships, habits, behaviors, patterns, situations that you're just not going to want to participate in anymore. It's going to be very natural, organic process where you leave certain things behind because you're evolving into new energy. It's meant to happen. It's meant to be that way for each and every one of us. Next out is Shapeshift with the Raven. See that? Yes, you are becoming somebody new. We have the owl, the vulture, the raven. Those are, you know, birds, which is air energy, comes back to you and your intuition and connecting in with spirit, connecting in with the universe in a whole new way, stronger than ever before, really awakening mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Next is New Hope with the dolphin. I love it. I love it. And this is coming through with this lucky streak and this prosperity energy. So not all hope is lost. Things are shifting and changing. And now look at this. We have Trust and the manatee. And you guys have 3 birds, which is air, the spiritual energy that we picked up on, plus all this water energy, and you have 2 water animals coming through, the dolphin and the manatee, asking you to trust the process. And you know, the things that manifest under this Scorpio full moon lead you back into a place of hope where you're seeing the future in a much more positive sense, and believing in yourself, believing in the magic, really connecting in with your spirit guides stronger than ever before. That's why I'm saying pay attention to every sign, synchronicity, every detail of a conversation, of something you read, of a show you watch, of what somebody looks like. It's like the whole universe is speaking strongly, saying, notice me, hear me. And the more that you, tap in and tune in to those subtle cues, the stronger and louder they become as you proceed forward on your journey. And that's the evolution that you have achieved through all the different lessons that you've been working on, and you've gained the experience. And now it's the process of, processing all of that and becoming a part of your beingness. Oh, it's so beautiful. This Scorpio full moon, it does come with its challenges, but it's opening the space, it's opening the door for such a better energy and experiences. And there is a purge. We see that with the vulture. There are things that must be let go of, but your soul has been telling you, your spirit guides have been telling you, and some of this information and truth coming to you is going to allow you to finally walk away, cut some things off where in the past you haven't felt emotionally, mentally, or spiritually strong enough to do so. You're going to have that personal empowerment now. You've earned it, and something beautiful is manifesting for everybody. All right, let's pull some more cards to look deeper about these manifestations. Surprise! A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. Nice. That is one possibility for some of you. Next out, challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. And this being a manifestation, you are coming out of this energy where you've been holding back your words in fear of rocking the boat or upsetting somebody, or trying to preserve a relationship, or feeling like you really couldn't speak up or say what you feel and what you know. And also, information that's meant to come to you now, this is part of that. You're overcoming this energy. You no longer need to be quiet and hold back. And what's been missing, the insight, it's all coming to you now. And now we have, look at that, communication. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendship. A lucky win seems likely. A lucky win seems likely, and we have lucky streak, okay? And look at what is next, luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. I wasn't going to pull that, but then I just decided to. And the fact that it was luck, I was like, yeah, that's just too perfect with this reading. There you go. These are manifestations that are coming through, and it could be one, it could be two, or it could be all of this for you guys. All right, let's pull some advice. As you must serve everything you create, it's a good idea to do so with love and integrity. Don't fight the process. Don't buck your own current. Go with the flow. Fall into the experience of it all. Next out, don't play wishy-washy. Paint the world with your clarity and create with clear ideas about love. And this is where you're no longer tolerating this energy any longer from anybody. And last, dress yourself with reverence and bow to the infinite within you and radiate it. Yes, and see, that's this soul evolution that you've been working on, and it's coming into manifestation now because you've done the work with all this water energy. And Jupiter is going retrograde, which to me, with these two Jupiter energies coming out, means you are going to have a lot of blessings through that process. And did I tell you when Jupiter is retro? May 14th through September 12th. So There's a lot that's coming your way between that time frame, okay? So don't give up. Trust the journey, trust the path. Scorpio full moon really opening up that door for all of us. This is a powerful time, and it goes all the way through the end of July. So those are your messages. I am sending each and every one of you lots of love and light. Take care.